A woman named Deborah Lynn Stokes stopped at a Sunoco station on Route 30 in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, at 6:18 on a Friday evening in April of 1996. The clerk remembered her. She was buying 2 liters of orange soda, a bag of pretzels, and a box of animal crackers. The kind of specific, unremarkable errand that a mother runs between a school pickup and dinner. A stop so ordinary that nobody would give it a second thought. She paid with a $20 bill. She got change. She put the bag in her passenger seat, got back in her green Honda Accord, and pulled out of the station onto Route 30. No one who knew Deborah saw her again after that. The clerk's memory of the orange soda and the pretzels and the animal crackers stayed with her for years, the way specific details do when they turn out to be the last ordinary ones. What she didn't know, what nobody knew until 27 years later, was that the gas station's point-of-sale system had also recorded the transaction, had printed a receipt that nobody had asked for, that had been dropped in the internal receipt roll of the register, and that had sat in a series of archived storage boxes through 3 ownership changes and 2 renovations of the Sunoco station before a financial records investigator with the Pennsylvania State Police Cold Case Unit pulled it in the spring of 2023 and understood what it proved. The receipt didn't contain DNA. It didn't contain a confession. What it contained was a timestamp, a register number, and a transaction sequence that placed a specific credit card, not Deborah's, at that station at 6:22, 4 minutes after Deborah's cash purchase. 4 minutes. The same pump row. A card that belonged to a man who had told investigators in 1996 that he had not been anywhere near Route 30 that evening. What that 4-minute gap meant, and who the card belonged to, and what Chambersburg did when 27 years of a trusted neighbor's lie finally came apart. That is what this video is about. But to understand it, you have to go back to the spring of 1996. Because to understand what the receipt proved, you first have to understand who Deborah Stokes was. Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, sits in Franklin County in the Cumberland Valley, a regional center of 40,000 people in the Great Appalachian Valley corridor that has the particular character of a working Pennsylvania town. A county seat with a functioning downtown, a manufacturing economy, a strong sense of civic continuity, and the kind of layered community history that produces both deep local loyalty and the occasionally complicated social geography of a place where families have known each other for generations and the knowing is not always simple. Deborah Lynn Stokes was 38 years old in the spring of 1996. She had grown up in Chambersburg, graduated from Chambersburg Area High School in 1975, married her husband Richard in 1982, and raised 2 children, a son named Kevin, 14, and a daughter named Amber, 11. In a split-level house on Orchard Drive, where the neighborhood still had the quality of a place where people left their garage doors open and borrowed each other's lawn equipment without asking first. Richard worked as a supervisor at a warehouse distribution facility outside Greencastle. Deborah worked 3 days a week as a dental hygienist at a practice on Lincoln Way East and spent the other 2 doing what she called the organizing.